Imagine your every move being watched, your daily habits, what you like to do, everything being watched by someone who lives halfway across the globe. This is a reality that many face because of the technology they use that they own. As technology has developed, so have smart devices. This can range from security cameras to phones, smartwatches, and so on. This includes in your smart devices in your house, such as electricity, having control over electricity, having control over smart locks, video cameras, and so on. These smart devices often have weaker security systems, though, and that is when they place a threat. I first learned of this issue when I spoke to my dad, since he is very knowledgeable on the software industry and technology. He works in it, and so from a very young age, I've been educated on the dangers that I can face when I am not careful with my technology use. People's homes and privacy have become vulnerable because of a lack of cybersecurity in smart devices. Smart devices are technologically capable of working on their own automatically and connecting with other devices. This becomes a threat when they connect with others, users outside of your home, and people take advantage of that. This can be prevented, though, through the use of proper cybersecurity. Starting off, what are smart devices? Smart devices have been implemented in people's homes and lives, and they come in many forms. They assist people in their lives when needed and can be very beneficial. As defined in a publication in 2018 on smart devices, a smart device is defined as a device capable of carrying out automatic computing and connections with other devices. In the publication, it described how there are three main elements of a smart device: context awareness, autonomous computing, and device connectivity. An example described is chairs. Chairs, let's say a chair has a sensor on it and someone sits down. It records that, and that becomes context awareness. When it is recorded, it is autonomously computed, and then it shares that, which exemplifies device connectivity. Altogether, a piece of technology that has this is a smart device. And in 2014, the European Union Agency for Network and Security highlighted how a smart home can also learn from the habits of someone. Even though smart devices aren't inherently watching you, they collect data of when you use them, such as turning lights on and off, or turning the locks on and off, which gathers data about your personal habits and preferences. The information that smart devices gather can be very helpful around the house, but it is also a great threat when someone outside of your house gains access to this. There are three main threats to the home smart devices that they can pose. Oftentimes, there's not much security to prevent them. The most intimidating threats are gaining access to personal data, gaining access to hackers gaining access and intercepting your smart devices, and someone abusing the access they have to smart devices and using them themselves. First up, it was found in a study by NYU in 2023 that many online routers and Wi-Fi networks can expose important information about yourself, such as my name or important IP addresses that can give hackers access to those devices and the whole network of smart devices you own. They can gain the data about your daily habits and what you like to do and when you leave the house, so forth. Second, in 2014, the European Union Agency for Network and Information Security explained how hackers can also gain access to the devices themselves and use it as a form of eavesdropping or hijacking. A great example of this is watching your every move through security cameras, and where they can gain information on your habits and your preferences, which can be used by advertisers, or your habits, which can be used by burglars, such as when you leave the house. The threat of gaining access also can be used to someone's advantage. a hacker can abuse the system, especially when an attacker has a specific target. According to David Barnard Wilson in an article he published in 2014, a smart home can be used to the advantage of an attacker with a specific target. They can gather sensitive information and even control the smart devices, controlling the environment you live in, which can influence your behavior or even be used to attack you or burglarize your home. But while much damage can be caused when someone gains access to your home and smart devices, there are better ways to protect yourself. First off is improving your privacy settings. Many of the actions that you can take are often overlooked since they seem so simple, but no one believes they will be hacked. Now, by paying attention to your privacy settings, it's just as simple as making sure that the manufacturers have limited access to the data that your smart devices collects. This prevents outside users from gaining access to this information. Next up, in an article released by Julie Haney in 2025, who discussed the importance of privacy settings, also discussed the importance of multi-factor authentication, which adds security to your passwords, preventing others from gaining insight to such as biometric usage. Lastly, it's important to make sure to keep track of your Wi-Fi passwords and make sure they're not easily accessible by many. Overall, it's important to use all three since they all protect your passwords in some way and protect your personal data. Now, people must show caution to the security of their smart devices as it puts their privacy and safety at risk. Smart devices are a type of technology that work automatically and connect with other devices, but when hackers gain access to them, they can abuse it and harm you or gain access to personal information. This can be prevented, though, by improving your security efforts and making sure you pay close attention to things such as passwords or privacy settings. While the possibility of a hacker gaining access to someone's smart device can pose a threat, it's important to also recognize the advantages that may come as long as you stay vigilant. Thank you.